Eagles!
What's happening, everybody? We're here.
Yes, we are.
I'm not supposed to be here.
We're 6 feet apart.
Almost.
Close enough.
We are almost 6 feet apart. We are Wednesday, March 18th.
Yes, we are.
I'm back.
Yes, you are.
I don't want to be back.
Unfortunately, right?
Unfortunately, I'm back. But better be safe than sorry, right?
Yes, it is.
Is that what I got to go with?
Well, I thought you were just missing hanging out with me.
I honestly thought you were going to have a heart attack when we announced that we were going to be live inside Spectrum Field last week.
You know,
I got a blurry picture.
Blurry picture?
Yeah.
Just look at the comments. You'll be good. No, I was excited. I mean, that was big for the show. You know,
I
mean, I would have missed not being there. Obviously,
it would have been huge for all of us.
Oh yeah,
all of us that have brought this whole thing, full circle.
Mm-hmm.
To be able to, to go inside.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just to get the email from Bonnie Clark and Doug from the Thrashers.
Yeah.
Lauren put all that together for us to be able to, to go inside and do the show this week.
Right. Yeah, that would have been awesome.
What I mean?
Yeah.
But here we are.
Yeah.
Here we are.
Making it work.
John, Carl. I guess Mario doesn't like us. He hasn't checked in yet.
No,
so,
he hasn't.
I'm not liking why my page is frozen.
Uh-oh.
I see everybody else is good except me. So I'm going to refresh my page because I'm not used to being on the
computer
on the laptop for the show. So
you're on the hot seat there.
I got the hot seat, but where do you want to go? Because we need time to break down this free agent football. It's been a crazy couple of days. But I want to. I know Lauren earlier today put up a picture. JT Realmuto's birthday.
Yeah.
He was one of the first Phillies that left camp to go back home.
Right.
I believe home is Oklahoma.
Oh yeah, I believe it is Oklahoma. Yeah.
I think that's what he told us when he was here.
Yeah.
But it certainly took a strange twist, in everything that was going on, and we were there.
Yeah.
We were there the day it all kind of fell into place, and I was just watching and looking at everything going on, and it had weird
vibes to
it. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
It just didn't feel right. Like they broke up early in the day.
Yeah.
Coaches, were putting everything away, and nobody really wanted to
say it was over.
But it was over.
Yeah.
But it's a strange, it's a strange scenario because I guess nobody
knows what to do.
Nobody has any answers.
Right.
Lots of questions, lots of precautions being taken.
Exactly. Yeah.
I know. Correct me if I'm wrong. So far, it's been 2 minor leaguers from the Yankees, I believe, that have tested positive.
Right.
But it's just I guess because, and I've been talking a lot about this, and Mario's on.
He is on.
Evening all.
Yep. He's alive.
Evening, Mario. Good to see you. Or good to hear from you. We're big sports fans. We're junkies.
Yes.
We're sports junkies. Our lives just live around sports.
Absolutely.
Whatever time of the season it is, and we had big we were excited for baseball.
Yeah, this was
You know,
we
we were excited for Joe Girardi. We were excited for a lot of different things.
Yeah.
You had been down there earlier. I was down there 8 days or so. We took in 4 games,
Right.
3 in Spectrum Field, and went over to Dunedin for one of the games. So we at least got to take in that much,
Right.
you know, before all hell broke loose. And
You were what, 3-1 too?
yes, yep. And the Phillies were 14-5-1 overall.
Yeah. Number 1 team in the Grapefruit League.
So at least we got a little taste.
Right.
I just didn't want to be stuck, you know, far from home with, you know, with family here and, you know, everything going on.
Yeah.
I just as soon, you know, get out of Dodge and head home, and I'm glad I did.
Mm-hmm.
It's good in a sense to be home, but it's also somewhat eerie.
Yes.
You know what I
yeah.
mean? You know,
It's a ghost town's out.
just in our little town of Havertown.
Yeah.
So I guess in all, it's good that everybody's listening. Most everybody's listening,
Right.
and staying close to home or in their homes.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's, you know, our lives are upside down. If you play sports, if your kids are into sports, you know, your families, you know, are into sports, you know, we gotta be here for each other.
Yeah.
And that's why we're doing the show tonight, because we just felt that maybe we could, you know, just add a little fun and, you know,
Take the mind off.
goof around for an hour like we sometimes do.
You always do.
But you know, the Phillies were looking good, and you know, I know they're going to get back playing at some point.
Right.
You know, when that might be, no one knows.
No.
But
Yeah.
I just you know, it'll be good to it'll be good to get everything back going. You know, once we can get all this cleared up.
Right. Oh yeah. Kind of get back to somewhat normal.
You know, hopefully everybody's safe and everybody's taking good precautionary measures. And
Yeah.
it just, you know, you shrug your shoulders. You know, you just don't know.
No.
You know what I mean? You just don't know. You hear, you know, the news is just beating it up, like,
Right. Oh yeah.
like the news media does.
True.
So, but enough of that. Let's talk some Phillies baseball. You know, I woke up this morning and, you know, I still put the sports channel on to try to get something.
Mm-hmm.
And there I see, you know, Matt Klintak has cut off talks with, you know, JT Realmuto and his camp.
On his birthday.
On his birthday, no less.
Happy birthday, JT.
So what are we, you know, what are we thinking?
I'm not liking that. I mean, this is a perfect time to get the deal done. You know, because once the season starts, you're not going to be really, you know, in most times you're not talking during this, being a distraction.
So you're in agreement that this is probably a good time to get a deal done.
This is the
right?
best time to do it.
You know what I mean? All distractions put aside.
Right.
Right.
He's not practicing right now, so it's like, hey, go
right
out there, boom.
You know, here it is.
Yep.
You know, let's get it done.
Work it out and nail it down and lock him up for the next 7 years, and you know.
And as Jack is saying, he was playing good baseball. He almost and here I go criticizing Joe Girardi, but he's almost suited for the number 1 spot.
Like I was, you know, trying to tell you. I mean, like all baseball fans, you know, we're trying to figure out lineups and that kind of stuff. And
yep.
JT's one player that he can fit almost anywhere, but he's not a power hitter, so don't want to really put him 4 or 5. Like,
where did he bat mostly last year? 5'6", right?
5'6", yeah. And you know, so I mean, you know, but you don't want to have him swinging for the fences all the time, and then you know, on this team right now with Segura and Harper, you have probably a better 2-3 combination than putting JT in that spot. So, that leadoff spot, opens up perfectly for him, and, I was never I didn't really fall into that McCutchen, was the leadoff, superhero that everybody wanted to call him. I mean, he was only batting like 240. So it wasn't like he was, hitting crazy. But he was effective.
He was effective.
He definitely was.
He took pitches.
Right.
He walked.
Mm-hmm.
He was. I don't know what word did the perennial leadoff guy.
Yeah, I mean he did the job. He did the job
because they didn't have anybody else.
Right. Right. And now with the only downfall with JT being the leadoff batter, being a catcher, the wear and tear might be a little that would be my only drawback. Again.
More wear and tear.
Right. So that would be the only drawback I would say for being like a full time. But I do like it. I mean, at least put it this way: when the season starts, I wouldn't rush McCutchen right back to the leadoff spot. If unless JT's struggling
Right.
batting
Right.
$110 and
Right.
he looks completely lost up there, which he's not going to do. But
Right.
that was definitely a different look. I mean, I rather like JT in the leadoff spot.
It took Joe. Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah. Shot number 1 fired. I'm keeping track.
There you go.
I'm keeping track.
There you go.
But
I had to get that one in because
I
everybody's
know.
watching.
Yeah, it's early. You'll have more opportunity.
He's counting the sticker bars.
But Nick brings up a good question. Are the baseball offices even open? But you really don't need them. The day and age of cell phones and computers. You talk it out, and you don't really
Right.
need an office. I mean, you're not sitting down anywhere.
Not like he had to do a physical because he was just
He
there.
just had one.
Yeah.
He
So he just had it. So you don't have to do another physical like the NFL's going through right now.
So to answer your question, I don't know if the offices are open or not. I know last week when Mario and I did the show outside Spectrum Field, John Middleton walked out close to 7 o'clock. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he was putting in overtime.
Right. But that was also right when everything was coming down.
That was everything. So. That was the night everything hit, right? Because later that night, basketball made the major announcement, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mike Schmidt's good to have you on board. So least we can do. I mean, this is what we do every Wednesday night, whether we're here or on the road somewhere.
Our wives would kill us if we weren't here because we'd be going crazy at home.
They don't care about us. They're like, they're not home. Hell yeah.
Jen was doing the happy dance. Get the heck out of the house today, would you?
So,
yeah.
What is this? You can social distance and talk on the phone. Okay. All right. That's from one Mario Gallo, who is, I assume, still down in Clearwater, Florida area, somewhere. Where is it? Newport Richie, something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Joe seemed to be settling in on his lineup. I mean, you agree? Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much, especially at home in Clearwater,
Right.
he was running the same. He was running the same lineup out there.
Yeah.
So you pretty much got an idea what opening day was going to look like
Right.
prior to all this.
Mm-hmm.
I was pretty excited.
Yeah.
Because they were still, trying to find their way.
Oh no.
Didi was struggling a little bit, right?
He was, and but he was just getting hot in the last 2 games right before.
I think
he'll be fine though. Like he's not.
I totally. They're baseball players.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're going to have the ups and downs, and getting started. Who's quicker? Is it the pitcher have the advantage? Does the hitter have the advantage?
I'd rather have him struggle right now in spring training than start off the season hot.
Exactly. So, baseball was there. It's not there now. I saw Bryce Harper flew out yesterday.
Yeah.
Was heading back to Vegas. So I would imagine everybody's pretty much dispersing from the team anyway. I know the team tractor trailer left yesterday morning.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I hope they left a little bit of equipment.
Yeah, well, that was the kind of weird thing because you saw that they left equipment but just brought suitcases back, and then another time they said they brought everything back. So yeah, I mean, they're gonna have to need something.
Right.
They're gonna need some time. So either.
So what are you thinking when they do get back? A couple of weeks, is a couple of weeks going to be enough? I mean, we had what?
You had probably 2 weeks, right?
You had almost 3 weeks.
Yeah,
I think about 3 weeks to go.
Yeah.
Because when was opening day? The 26th.
Yeah, next week.
Right. So it was probably a little bit over 2 weeks to go. So, but now you're kind of
delayed everybody, especially the pitchers.
You take a step back.
Mm-hmm.
Guys didn't practice for a couple of days. Okay, no big deal.
Mm-hmm.
But now,
Yeah, it's gonna be tough, especially with the pitchers.
when you push the reset button, where you at?
Right.
You know what I mean? Does this take you back to January, February? Where does this take you back to?
Hopefully not that far, but that'll be the end of the season then, because
What's wrong, Susan? Something is wrong. What's wrong? Why is she saying something is wrong? You need to explain.
But
something is wrong with the video, the audio. Something's wrong with John. Come on.
There's always something wrong with us.
It was hanging. I lost you, but you're back.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
We got this newfangled high-tech computer that's, I don't know. Facebook not liking us again?
Yeah.
It's back now. Both.
Yeah.
Interesting. Lagging. Interesting. You're fine now.
Interesting.
Well, we're gonna fight through this best we can, but it's good now. So that's what I don't.
Yeah. Right. That same 20 minutes time.
I'll call our IT department tomorrow and throw the hammer down.
I don't want to be them.
But you buffered for a minute. See, there's Belinda. She's got the lingo down. We buffered for a minute. A full minute or a half a minute or what was it?
That's strange.
Interesting.
It is.
Interesting.
But yeah, I mean, they're gonna need at least 2 to 3 weeks, and then hopefully they give, they're saying mid March right now or mid May, for the season, and is that going to be mid May when they go and do the 2 weeks to push it to June, and hopefully if that's the case, then maybe pitchers can beginning of May start pitching.
Adam said we're looking good in Lakeland. So if we're looking good in Lakeland, then we're looking good.
Yeah, that's the new graphic card. Made us look good.
Yeah, we're trying to get there. A couple of seconds. All right, I can live with a couple of seconds.
Yeah,
I can live with that.
We were just stuttering.
Yeah,
we'll go.
We don't. The big cheese ain't here.
No, he's not.
The big cheese ain't here. So it's you're dealing with number 2 and number 3. Number 1's not here.
Nope.
So,
but no, it's going to be interesting. The biggest thing is baseball hasn't started, but like basketball and hockey are the two. That's going to be the. And of course, of all years, this is the year for the Flyers to be doing well, and then this is, killing everybody.
So let me ask you this, and I know you don't have answers, and we're just shooting.
Oh, I have answers. I'll tell you.
Shooting ideas out there. Do you play inter-squad games? Where when you pick this back up, how do you pick it up? Like, I know they play a lot of inter-squad games already, but they had a season, they had a schedule. And all that's out the window now, right?
Yeah.
It's easy to call up the Blue Jays. They're 15 minutes away.
Right.
Hey, you guys want a scrimmage today? We'll meet you. We'll meet you on the back field.
Right.
but I mean, there's a lot of like questions here.
No,
You
no,
know?
there definitely is. Yeah, I think it's just going to be probably just going to go and the biggest thing is the pitching. So it's the pitchers are the guys that got to get warmed up. So they're going to probably just.
So I guess if the pitchers are smart, they continue to throw
At home.
every couple days,
Right.
get back into their, their January
routines. Yeah,
right?
and keep it going, and then and that's kind of what Joe was saying. Just think you're close to coming back to spring training, and then we'll work our way up, because they said they're going to have enough time to get ready for the season. So
you mentioned basketball and hockey, and Nick put up the comment about the OHL and the AHL seasons are pretty much shut down completely.
Wow.
But I heard last night with Boston, as in the Bruins, having the most points, that they would be awarded the Stanley Cup.
yeah,
Tell me that ain't so.
no.
Tell me that I just made that up.
I hope so.
Tell me I made that. I had a bad dream.
Is that the Brady factor that they had to go?
Oh,
something because
man.
he's leaving.
Man, you're just going to hand more trophies to Boston?
I hope not. That's especially like I said, this year was the killer for the Flyers, and they were
right there.
yeah.
They were
Playing hot.
they were
I mean,
scratching and clawing, and they had everybody nervous.
Yeah.
They had that Metropolitan Division all kinds of worried.
They're not kidding, especially the Bruins. It's
They had the Capitals worried, the Penguins worried. Oh heck, I hope you make that up. What'd I do wrong now, Sam?
no, I think about the Bruins maybe.
Oh, the Bruins. I made that up. I did. I think I did. I think I had a bad dream. I had a bad dream or something. I'm telling you, this whole hockey thing's got me.
Oh, I'm sure.
Just upside down, and just
Nick doesn't
decide
think that'll happen.
that won't happen. No, I hope not. God, I hope not.
Sam hopes it was a dream.
That was a drop kick Murphy saying that last night. Yeah, it was. That's what it was. So, good point. Good point.
There you go.
Yeah, they're from Boston, so they made that crap up.
Maybe
So that's where that came from.
could be.
So I didn't have a bad dream.
There you go.
So, but you just I don't know. Who do you March Madness?
Right. I mean,
Let's dial that one up for a minute. Right?
How does that get shut down completely?
I mean,
you got to feel bad for all those.
I mean,
players.
we're all in a feel sorry mode right now.
Right.
You know what I mean? We're all trying to kind of be kind and kind of
Mm-hmm.
just put smiles on the faces of everybody you possibly can. But how about these poor seniors that are playing that were playing their last games?
Yeah.
And, they were tournament driven, and
Mm-hmm.
March Madness can produce a lot of fun, a lot of energy.
Yeah. Especially like the underdogs like Dayton this year. They were a team that could have had a Cinderella year and gone far. And they get shut down, and the one player from Penn this year, he was 2 points shy of 1,000. And
Swarthmore University, right here, local Delco school, Division III, undefeated.
Right.
Undefeated.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's got a lot of. When's Mario coming back from Del Boca Vista? Huh? Never. Interesting. They're having their own little conversation. They're having their own little conversation over there.
Okay.
Yeah. Never.
Never.
Guess we're looking for a replacement.
There you go. Tyler always has been asking it.
Yeah? I love Tyler. I always bust his chops when I see him, but I love him. He's a good kid.
Oh, yeah.
He's a good kid. I can have fun with him.
Oh, yeah.
We need to. Mario, stay down there. We got a replacement. We got a 16-year-old that wants to
17.
take over. 17, sorry. 16, 17. It's all the same, right?
He's all excited. We got the new computer. He's already into trying to get the graphics going.
Does he follow us?
He is. I don't know if he watches, but I don't know. I didn't see his name pop up yet. but he watches late because he always
No
throws,
problem.
he always throws
He's
out.
back in our conversation now.
Well, now he's back.
See what happens?
We
See
welcome
what
back up.
happens? Huh?
Wait a minute, they're trying to get rid of. He's on his way home right now.
Yeah. I'll see you guys tomorrow. You'll do a better job than me? Okay. Can I smoke cigars in the store? No.
No.
No. Positively not. No. Not happening.
No.
You can smoke them outside.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, the Flyers.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
I mean, talk about peaking at
Seriously?
the right time.
Seriously?
Yeah.
It's just,
It's here in Philadelphia.
you had no idea where it was, where it was going to go.
No, but
But man, was it a lot of fun.
it was.
A lot of fun.
Yeah.
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 What are they doing? I haven't heard anything.
No.
Has anybody heard anything?
No, they were saying, that the, Thursday they shut down, morning skates.
Yeah.
Before Tampa and
Yeah, they got
And
on the
then-
plane the next morning, and
yeah.
I don't know where the plane went, but
Right. Yeah.
we're gonna talk Eagles in a little bit, John. So hang in there.
Linda wants to replace Mario.
Belinda
Yeah.
would be real good. I don't know that. Well, she might want to take over. She might want to take, but that's okay.
Yeah.
That's all right. She's got some. She knows her stuff.
Yeah.
She knows a lot about sports.
Mhm.
She's good. She knows more than her husband. That's for sure. Doing. Sorry, Tom. Sorry. But yeah. So I don't know. It's
Yeah.
we'll
just
see.
look at the experience Carter Hart could have gotten. Even if they didn't go that far, but whatever, it was just the experience. They were doing well right now. It would have just been worth it just for that.
You just wonder.
Mm-hmm.
You just absolutely wonder.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's just a shame. Just
No,
for everything. I mean, like just everything in life. Like all the seniors not getting able to walk down the aisle for graduations, and it's school might be canceled now. Like they're talking now, like that they're which is going to be crazy. Like that people are already graduated, moved up to the next grade, or graduated school, and it's like proms are canceled and stuff. So it's just like.
I mean, it's
Just everyday normal life. It's affected so much.
It's changed.
Yeah.
It's changed. It's taken a big hit, and hopefully everybody's taking the necessary precautions.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan smoking extra cigar. That'll hopefully help us all.
Yeah.
Keep
Keep the virus away.
the virus away.
Can't hurt.
It's just. How long can and I've seen a lot of jokes flying around on social media about guys in their sports, and,
Yeah.
and we're there.
Oh
I looked over and there was a woman sitting on my sofa, and oh yeah, it was my wife. I just guys, just be careful, okay?
Right.
Just
Mm-hmm.
just be nice.
Yeah.
Be nice. Get that to go. That to go food, and keep everybody happy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
it's
I'm just curious, for everybody that's on board with us tonight. What's everybody doing? Watching movies. What's everybody got going on?
As Dougie says, what's the new norm?
What's the new norm? He did say that, didn't he?
Yeah.
He did. Back up a second. Didn't Joe use that phrase when he first came here? Didn't he, in one of his quotes?
Did he?
I'm maybe I'm dreaming that again too. I don't know.
He could have.
But I was digging in. I just liked the fact that Joe was on board. He was in
Right.
the red pinstripes.
Oh
and,
yeah.
At the last game, I guess it wasn't the next to last game. The Yankees were in town.
Right.
And it was just, you saw him during batting practice going over, and
Mm-hmm.
he was exchanging handshakes with a ton of the guys,
right.
and it was just fun to see the camaraderie and
Right.
everything that was going on.
Mm-hmm.
But
Oh yeah, no, it's definitely, you can see all the respect that he has too for everybody, throughout the
No doubt.
baseball
No doubt.
community.
No doubt. This off-season move was probably the biggest,
with him,
for the
right.
Phillies.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, you just see with all the players. I mean, it's you hear all their comments. It's they're not taking a slap at them, but they're calling them out. But they are kind of with the way everything's more relaxed and more baseball. And just look at the way they played it. Stealing bases, second they steal second, they steal third. It's
baseball.
You and Cap wouldn't do that. We can't steal. Well,
Number 2.
Cap,
Got it.
it's like he can't steal.
Is that 3 or is that still part of 2?
You can keep going because it would be a lot more. But just the way they play the game, and look, even fundamentally, they're so much better. Playing defensively, it's just.
Yes, we're going to 7:30. You got a group call with your friends and wine at 8. Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
See, she's trying to pull ranks like she'll have to be out of here by 7:30.
Very
8
nice.
o'clock.
Very nice. Ryan's going to continue to smoke several cigars and watching free agency, just waiting for the official announcement. Oh, here she goes.
Yeah.
Here she goes.
Yeah.
Here we go. I'm still not going to be a Buck fan. No way.
Yeah.
No way. No way. No way. Can't wait for something to come. No way.
It should have been done by now. So the longer this goes, he's probably going back to the Patriots.
Yeah,
just
right,
saying.
Right? You throwing that out there?
Just going to throw that out there. He's Kraft's going to say, okay, yeah, here's $31 million. Come on back. Let's go.
So since we jumped into free agency football, because that seems to be the big,
everywhere but here.
Big talk for the past couple of days. Well, it is big talk. Because they let
resign some guys.
They let a big name go. How do you feel about that?
Not good. Like we were saying today, it's the Brian Dawkins fiasco all over again.
Okay, so I'm not,
No, it's
I'm
true.
not alone.
No, it's I'm
not alone.
It's yes, he was under the team option to play that year, and but. It's the football right now. You extend them, give them another year, give them 2 years, whatever it would have been. Extend them, make them happy. He plays every play. He's the hybrid safety linebacker. Heck, we have no linebackers other than Nate Jerry this year. Be playing out there. I think me, you, and Mario are going to be going out next to play linebacker. I mean,
that wouldn't be pretty.
That
would not be pretty.
It's just one of those things. It's like, all we keep doing is getting defensive linemen. We keep drafting, not drafting them. We keep paying them and coming here. I'm waiting for Clowney to be the next guy to be picked up by the Eagles because that's that's all we keep doing is getting defensive linemen. And that was our strength last year was the defensive lineman, and we keep adding to that.
Well, that's the one big signing so far, Javon Hargrave.
Yeah,
from Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
So you paid. How do you feel about 3 years and $39 million for 2 sacks?
Right,
2 sacks.
A lot of pressures,
year.
though.
A lot of pressures.
Mike Mamula. A bigger version of Mike Mamula.
Wow.
Is
that a attaboy for Howie for spending $39 million for a nose tackle that creates havoc?
I'll be needing my Snickers bar for Howie too. But I mean, Howie's the cap genius. He's not a talent evaluator. We need to get somebody else in here to be. I'm afraid for the draft, what's going to happen. I mean, it's we were all in for Chris Harris from the Broncos, and all of a sudden the Chargers come in there and they steal him. We were in the talks for DeAndre Hopkins. No, we can't pay that. That was too much money. And I'm not. It's.
I question always when I read that the
Yeah,
Eagles are in on
somebody,
this.
right.
The Eagles are in on that. How do you know?
Right.
How do you know, like, what? They made a phone call?
Yeah.
You know, like, you having lunch today? You know what I mean?
No, true. You don't know, but it's like
You know, I see
David
these other
Johnson in the
deals.
fifth round
I see
pick.
these other deals. You know, Nick Foles.
Yeah.
Nick Foles is going to the Bears, and 5 minutes later it was announced.
Yeah.
There's no like, oh, you know, they're talking about it. It's a possibility.
Well, Howie's got to put it through his computer. That's the problem. He's got to put it through his computer with all the analytics. And okay, well, he's going to be able to get us this, that. And theirs was lagging a little bit too in their computer, and they missed out on a couple people.
I'm not so sure I agree with you on that, Nick.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% behind that. I think he was a total team player, and I think he had his players, you know, his teammates' backs.
I definitely disagree with the next comment with the DeAndre Hopkins is Antonio Brown. That I definitely don't agree with.
I mean, I read that today, but I don't ever remember reading that anywhere else.
Right?
I mean, isn't he a 1,000-yard guy?
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's probably one of the
is that why Bill O'Brien, you know, gave him away for nothing? Basically, I mean, I think he could have done a heck of a lot better than that.
Yeah. Well, you would think. I mean, but David Johnson, you know, if Bill O'Brien will make him into a running back that, you know, just like they did with Lamar Miller, you know, they make him serviceable, and you know, it's a fit. They'll probably draft another young wide receiver to replace him. They weren't going to be able to pay. They were saying they had to pay Tunsil, the left tackle, and then they had to pay Deshaun Watson.
J.J. Watt's not going to be happy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, didn't he redo his deal to free up a bunch of money to make this team competitive?
Right.
How about Deshaun Watson?
Yeah.
He's not going to be happy.
No, he's not.
He just gave away the best receiver on the team.
Yeah. No,
but let's dial it back in. Let's talk birds.
Yeah.
Let's talk birds. Rodney McLeod, 2-year deal.
Yay.
Jalen Mills, 1-year deal.
Oh, sorry. You know, you're just staying pat with the guys that you had that we were saying weren't good. You know, they're good, but they're not knocking your socks off.
They're good role players,
right?
In the right system. You just took one of your best players off the field.
Right. Yeah. You know, you lost Big V. You know, again, depth for the offensive line. Not a big,
again, role player.
Right.
You know, he filled in.
Yeah.
Filled in very well for Jason Peters last year.
Right.
Filled in.
Well, just like Wisniewski the year before.
He won another Super Bowl.
Yes, he did. You know,
we didn't need him.
Nope.
AB going to the Bucs with Brady. That's what Brady's saying.
Yeah, Brady's asking for him, but I don't know that the NFL is going to allow him to come back in though.
You're right, Adam. Them owners are throwing around billions and billions of dollars like it's monopoly money.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just don't. I was liking. I was getting excited about the Chris Harris move a little bit.
Philly kid,
right?
Philly kid.
You know, it would have been nice, and
but he's up there in age as well.
He is.
If you're gonna sign him, you keep Jenkins for crying out loud.
Well, no,
they're both 32 years old.
Right.
I did my homework.
Yeah.
See,
A+.
I did my homework.
You know, and where did Jenkins go? Right back
to the Saints. Back to the Saints.
Yep.
Probably gonna win a Super Bowl next year.
Yeah. Peyton was saying that was his worst movie he ever made. Let Jenkins go. You know, it's
crazy. Who would you like? You got one move. Howie calls you, says, "Job, you got one play. Who do you want to sign?"
Unfortunately, I think a lot of the guys are
gone.
I mean, the big names that you would hope for.
Let me ask you this: would you have given up that package that Buffalo gave up for Diggs?
I mean, I wanted Diggs, but that was a lot.
Ooh, that was a lot.
Yeah, the first round pick, second round pick.
That's a big package for Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, they really wanted him. Yeah, that was steep. I wouldn't have done that. So I mean, I'm not killing Howie for that. but DeAndre Hopkins for a fifth round, was it a fifth round or fourth round pick, and David Johnson.
Well, what did I hear? They wanted Ertz and Sanders.
Is that what it was?
Apparently, that's what they told the Eagles they wanted, and they settled for David Johnson and a draft pick.
Oh. Then O'Brien's got to get fired if that was where he went from one extreme to the next. But yeah, I just don't know. It's I know we need a linebacker, that's for sure. Which is scary because we're not going to get 3 or 4 linebackers in the draft this year, especially when there's when we need wide receivers, we need defensive back. It's like there's so many holes.
Well, maybe how he's thinking. I got 10 picks. You know what I mean? I'm gonna draft the 10 best players and move forward.
How's that worked out for Howie so far?
Not too well. Not too well.
That's what I thought.
We can go over some bad names.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know. It's just, are they in a rebuild? And not calling it a rebuild?
I heard retool.
Yeah, that's a rebuild then.
So
yeah,
I don't know how you rebuild with $32 million invested in a quarterback.
Well, you had 40 some. Well, you probably had close to 50 million after getting rid of Jenkins and everybody else. You probably, and then Jeffrey leaving. That's going to open up.
What happened to the noise about McCoy coming back?
He's
talking LaShawn McCoy. I don't think there's anything left there.
No.
I'll be honest with you, Tim.
He couldn't even get on the field with Andy for the playoffs.
You're right, Nick. That's a hell of a comeback for Bridgewater.
Yeah,
and for him to he played well last year for the Saints.
Yeah,
filling in for
Brees.
for Drew Brees. So kudos to him.
Yeah.
Kudos to him. I don't know. You want to talk about Brady a little bit?
Sure, let's do it.
I just can't see him in another uniform.
I know
I'm just having a tough. I've seen pictures and photoshopped, and it just don't look right.
No, I
just don't look right.
Guys like that, they just can't leave teams. It's like Eli did it the right way. I mean, he retired, but it's Drew Brees now staying with the Saints. He's basically going to be with the Saints his whole career. I mean, he was with the Chargers for a little while, but
right.
He got hurt from them, and it just
is this compared to I don't know.
But you have Montana,
Unitas going from the Colts to the Chargers.
Yeah.
Montana going from the 49ers to Kansas City.
Yeah. Peyton going to the Broncos. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people do it. It's just, I just don't like it.
Peyton.
Yeah.
Lauren Henderson. As soon as you mentioned Peyton, her ears just perked up. That's her boy. That's her boy.
Yeah.
That's her boy.
So she won't like it if, like I said, that he's not that good.
Ooh, easy. We got sensitive mics around here.
He was the only one that got the Super Bowl done though. Was moving to another team.
Yes, he did.
So.
Yes, he did.
I mean, he was good. There was just something about him. I just didn't.
All right, let's move on.
Yeah. No, I mean, I respected him that he
right.
was, but it was just when it came down to crunch time, he just, whether it was him or whether the team, whatever you want to say, he just never.
What was that mumble?
It's a good thing our show was canceled, I guess, next week.
You just lost your partner. Yeah, somebody's on the hot seat. We're quickly down 2 guys.
Yeah.
Yes, he did. You're right, Nick Graff. Number 12 did choose to leave, but why did he leave?
Yeah.
Why did he leave? That's the question.
Yeah.
I'd love to get behind the scenes. They're blaming the coach, they're blaming the owner, they're blaming the quarterback. Everybody's
no respect.
I mean, come on, 20 years, 6 Super Bowls. How much money? How much money do you need?
Yeah.
Hell, he can live on his wife's income for crying out loud.
True.
True.
Yeah. And he's poor compared to his wife.
She's the breadwinner, right?
Uh-huh.
Sounds like my house.
But yeah, it's just
Hidden microphones in the studio. Nope, we got one big one right here. He was mumbling. He'll pay for that later.
Yep.
He was sick of that awful Boston accent in that second-rate town. Love that Jack Broder.
Yeah.
Love that Jack. The beach house comment's the best.
Yeah.
That might be the best comment
All-timer.
ever.
It's an all-timer.
Might be the best ever.
Yeah.
Money and warm weather. I would have had him going back to the coast. I'd have had him going back to San Diego. You know, he's from San Diego.
Yeah.
Opening a new stadium, right?
Yeah.
You know, they're you're building.
San Diego's in Los Angeles now.
Well, sorry.
Yeah. But I thought the
They'll
Chargers.
always be San Diego.
Yeah, I thought the Chargers were the team too, just because. But I guess the way he's looking at it, the money's the same whether he goes to.
It's not about the money.
No, but he's getting tax-free money down in Florida versus what 50% he's losing out in California.
No state tax.
That's the big thing, for it. But he wanted to stay on the East Coast for his son, who's in New York, which you would have thought that was the case. He would want to stay in Boston because he's a little closer than Tampa even. Everybody's saying, he wants to prove that he could do it on his own without Belichick. And
we're going to find out.
Yeah, and Belichick saying
they're both going to find out.
Right.
And I think they're both going to suffer.
Right. Oh, no, they definitely will.
I think they're both going to stumble.
Yep.
I think they're both going to, kind of like look after the game and look around the room and say,
Yeah.
What the hell just happened?
Right. No, it's true.
Because I think they may both have been critical of each other for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
Jealousy. I don't know what 6 Super Bowls and jealousy have in common, but sure sounds like a couple of grown ass men that just couldn't get along.
Well, and a lot of people too were saying that every football player from a football perspective was surprised that Brady and Belichick lasted 20 years together because it's impossible to be there that long with Belichick. But Belinda, I think it's their rookie, Garrett Steppel. Steppel's the
kid that's up there.
The kid that's up there now. But I would keep an eye out for Jameis Winston. Belichick's that I'll take your trash and I'll make them into something type of guy.
Turn them into gold.
Yep. I think he's going to be. I think he might be the guy.
Interesting.
And then they'll make it just like a trade, basically trading Brady for Winston.
Wouldn't that be something?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. See what happens.
Interesting. Well, we're where are we at? 7:20.
Yeah.
We've kicked around, a whole bunch of stuff. How's everybody doing? Hopefully, everybody's safe. And I just look at it like I'm liable to put on 20 pounds. Went grocery shopping the other day for the first time in my life, and I was taken back by
the shelves normally aren't empty, just so you know.
Okay. I was like, does it always look like this?
They don't always look like that.
Crazy times we're all going through right now.
Yep.
But we're gonna we're here for everybody. If you guys need something, certainly dial us up, and we'll see what we can do.
Mm-hmm.
But we're here for everybody. We want to try to. I don't know. We don't entertain anybody, do we?
Oh, we're definitely entertaining.
We're just a couple sorry ass sports guys that just.
Well, when we look like we do, it's entertaining.
So yeah, hopefully keeping the kids well stocked up on movies and books and homework and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Because when it ends, it's going to go right back. I kind of look at it like death.
Yeah.
The world doesn't stop.
No. No, that's true.
know, the world doesn't stop. You
Yeah.
know, you might be in mourning for a while, but you know, everything just kind of fires back up, and
Yeah,
you're right back at
back
it
in
again.
normal. Yeah,
You know what I mean? So hopefully everybody's doing good, and continue to, you know, listen to your to what's going on, and take all the necessary precautions you can.
Yeah.
Right.
exactly.
Wash them hands.
Yep.
Stay clean. Do all the right stuff, and
Yep.
sports will be back.
Yeah, it's just gonna take a little while, but like
Be
you said,
back before we know it.
right.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
So
The good thing about it for baseball is we get rid of the cold early start of the season where it's not
yeah, right.
miserable times.
Right,
Now we're
there you go.
right into the
Yep.
good time of baseball.
Yep.
Listen to your daughter.
I'm washing my hands.
He washed them. Yeah.
I'm washing.
Yeah,
I got no skin left on them. I washed them so much.
I know.
Melinda, it's been an ugly 2020 so far.
Yeah.
I mean, there hasn't been a whole lot of good. I know I've lost a couple of friends.
Mm-hmm.
You know that 2020 has not been a good start to the decade for
No.
a lot of us. You know, just once. Listen to you just once.
No, I think washing your hands. No, he did it twice.
We ran out of paper towels.
That's how much
we
you can
had
wash
to go.
your hands.
We had to go buy another pack of paper towels today.
I had a fight with three old ladies. I got beat up with the canes.
Yeah,
but-
we've it's just, I don't know. You'd love to be able to wrap your hands around, like, getting the person or persons that are responsible for this. Strangle somebody. But unfortunately,
Mhm.
no, we're not 6 feet
Oh.
apart. We're six.
That's Jen. That's Jen.
Oh, that Jennifer Joy.
That's Jen.
Oh, welcome.
Yeah.
What we are? We're 6.5 feet apart.
Yeah. It's just the
It
angle
looks,
of the camera.
It looks smaller. It looks smaller, honestly.
Yeah. She must have heard me talking about her earlier. That's why.
Welcome to the show. Look at that. I like it. I like it.
Uh-huh.
I like it. Very nice.
Now you know the world's coming to an end with Jen watching.
How about that? The world's coming to an end.
Well, just
Huh?
Well, I
What?
let that slip out.
Just had to postpone our son's wedding. No way.
Oh.
That's horrible.
Mm.
That's absolutely horrible.
Yeah. Mm-mm-mm.
Terrible. Terrible.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said,
That's the kind of stuff that you just
Yeah, all the hidden stuff.
you can't plan for that.
No.
You can't plan for that. I'm sorry about that,
Yeah.
Belinda, but I'm sure you guys will put a bigger, better one together.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm moving away.
I know. Lauren's definitely not going to be happy about that, hearing about that. But yeah, I mean, it's those are the little things, like you said. It's just things that you just in life that it just. So you can't feel sorry for yourself because it's.
Oh no, not at
I
all.
mean, because
No, we're
there's
all in
always
this-
somebody
We're all
and
in this together.
right, and
We're
there's
all
always
in
going to
this
be somebody
together,
that's going to have a worse spot. And
Yeah, it's
Um,
you just, I don't know. I'm lost. I'm
Yeah.
lost for words.
oh no, it's true.
I'm lost for words.
Yeah,
You want my opinion about Joe Girardi or Doug Peterson or
yeah,
Brett Brown? I got plenty of words, but I
yeah. If it wasn't for the NFL draft right now, look right now.
the past
past
2
2 days.
days, right?
Imagine how much more we would be going stir crazy without that.
I'm shocked you're as far apart as you are. See?
Why?
Is that an attaboy?
That might be. Well, I mean, why? We watch. We're not coughing. We're not sick right at the moment. If we are, we're smart enough. We wouldn't. We'd be doing it at home. But yeah, it's just you got to live life too. It's
I mean, it's
you got to be careful. Don't get me wrong, but
Yep.
you got to.
Yep.
It's. I mean, it's tough.
So you've had 15 minutes to think about the question that I asked you. Howie calls you. You got one move. He's giving you one move. What are you doing? It could be a trade. It could be a free agent signing. Excuse me. It can be anything you want. What is it?
Who's we need to get the next best wide receiver that's available. Whoever that might be.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Through trade or whatever it might be. Maybe Matt Breida for the running back as an extra guy, just because we need another running back. Not that he's a guy looking out there, but wide receiver and a defensive back. Those are the two spots that we need. Because I know the linebackers, they'll find, like I said, me or Mario, they'll throw out there. Especially with this defensive line.
I agree with you, Tim. The move was keeping Jenkins.
Yes. Oh, I
think they're gonna regret that for a couple of 2-3 years. Anybody know the deal with the Saints? I know he's going back, but I didn't hear in the content of what it might be. I knew he was to make $7-8 million this year.
It was a team option
if they picked it up.
Yeah,
but he wasn't playing under that, so he probably wanted $9-10 million for 3 years.
Yeah, it's probably closer to 10. Yeah, 10, 11 maybe for the But like you said, it's your Brian Dawkins. He covers up for a lot of mistakes on But supposedly Schwartz was having an issue with him because he was complaining to him. Trying to be a leader, coming to, saying what was wrong with the defense to make it so that the team worked better. And so there seemed to be a little bit of tension between him and Schwartz.
Okay.
But
I heard a little bit about that, but I wasn't really playing into it because I think, that kind of stuff should be able to be worked out.
Right. I mean,
you would think.
Yeah, you're a grown man. You got to get out there and do your job.
Joe Stinger, where you been, buddy? The show is almost over. You're just joining us.
Yeah.
You are Mr. This Fan's View. You are the show. You bring so much to us all the time.
Mm-hmm.
The best pictures, 4 years, $32 million. That's what he got. For one, Robert Thompson.
Okay.
4 years, 32. My math's correct. That's $8 million a year. So he was going for years.
Right.
He wanted a couple more years.
Which, that's
4 years guaranteed. Would you have given a 32-year-old for? Obviously, they didn't want to do it.
They didn't want to, no.
But the Saints had no problem with it.
What was he, 32? I mean, for a safety, it's not bad, especially a guy that hasn't missed any games for you.
4 years, $16 million guaranteed. So they guaranteed 2 years.
Right. Come on, Howie. You got to step up. Those are the moves and that's with football. It's all monopoly money anyway because you're just.
Joe Stinger's blaming his wife that she kept him busy.
Ooh.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
Hopefully it was with good stuff.
All right, Joey.
Let us know what it was about.
We are just about wrapping up. I want to make sure everybody's taking good care of themselves, their families. If there's anything we can do here at Carl's Cards or This Fan's View, get in touch with us. We'd certainly be happy to help out. If you need something, look in on your elderly family members. I know I got one, mom's 87 and I check in with her at least once a day, all the time. So it's important for everybody to be safe, even more so now.
Right.
I know it's difficult. I hate being tied down. It's difficult for all of us, but we need to stay healthy and we need to all be friends forever.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Most important. It wasn't probably one of our best shows because we had
enjoyable.
You know, we had a negative spin on it, but hopefully you guys enjoyed being with us for an hour. I like I said, be safe.
Yep.
We're here if you need anything. Oh, your grandson's in town. That's awesome.
Nice.
Yes, very cool.
See, now that's
Very,
that's
very
the fun
cool.
stuff I was talking about.
Very cool. Very cool. But
Nice.
we'll be back at it again next week, and hopefully you will all join us. He's John. I'm Carl. Mario's somewhere out there.
Yeah.
Newport Richie, I believe, is the location. And hopefully he may be back next week. We're not sure.
Yeah.
But we got a couple people that have sent us some personal messages that
The resumes.
that are interested. So we will look into that as well.
We did good with Dolly, according to Dolly too.
Very good.
Yeah.
Dolly's always awesome. She's right there with us every week.
Yes, sir.
All you guys are awesome. We love the support, and be well, everybody. All right.
Yeah.
Take care, and let's go Birds. Let's sign somebody.
Exactly. Please. That's what we need. Let's go. Got the memo.
Maybe he wants to come sit on the show. Huh? What do you think? He's used to sitting here.
Next, exactly. He'll be comfortable.
E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles!